Hey, good morning, guys. It's me, Jason. It's about 9:15 in the morning. I'm just trying something out a little different here than what I normally do. Normally, you guys know I drive down the road in my car when I'm doing these videos. I've gotten some people who've said, "Oh, you got to be careful while you're doing those videos. We don't want to see you driving down the road and doing videos like that because it could be dangerous for you." So instead, I figured maybe I would try setting something up here at my house. I do have an editing station here at my house for the videos I used to do when I was on TV. So I figured I would try using the green screen along with my stuff that I have here in the house to see if that would work for my video editing. Normally, as you guys know, I do it all from my phone, and I just shoot the video straight from my phone and then take it from there directly up to the internet without any editing and without anything like that. I have had some people who have complained that the audio was a little rough, that it was hard for them to hear, the video isn't that great. So, like I said yesterday in my vlog, I had a little bit more time on my hands, so I figured maybe I would try doing something a little bit more produced than what I was doing before. So this is my attempt at that. We'll see how it works. If it works out, maybe it's something I'll do all the time. If not, maybe I'll go back to just doing it with my phone. It's not a lot of setup, but I did have to put up the green screen. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lights plus an overhead, and I'm not still happy with some of the lighting. I'm going to have to go back in afterwards and chroma key this. I'm going to have to go back in and see if the video is actually as good as I want it to be, or whether instead of using, right now I'm using a webcam, an HD style webcam. If that's not going to work, I might have to go back in and shoot this with a regular HD camcorder. But anyway, we'll see how that all works out, and figure out if we like it and what you guys think. I just wanted to real quickly touch on something I came up with for an idea. I mentioned yesterday in my vlog my friend Bob Porter, Sergeant Buzzkill, some of you may know him in our Blue family. He recently had some back surgery. He had an injury working a while back and has been in a lot of pain and whatnot. And he had to have some discs fused. He had to have an entire vertebrae removed, I believe, because it was broken, and he still has some issues, but I'm wishing him well. So it made me think about my surgery I had back in August. I had some shoulder injuries several years ago, about 9 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that, and it required complete reconstructive surgery in my shoulder. Since then, I have had 6 surgeries on my shoulder, and I figured I'd just show you guys a little bit about what happened, or some of the things that went on with that. First thing I want to show you is my bicep. You guys will see that my bicep really sticks out as opposed to like this one, which doesn't really stick out quite as much. You see it's a lot longer and leaner, whereas this one here tends to really pop out. And that's because, if you see, this is where they cut me the last 2 surgeries, was right here. Like I said, I actually had a total of 3 surgeries, I guess I had 3, right? Yeah, I had 1, it didn't work. Then they went back. The first one they went in orthoscopically, it didn't work. Then they went in again and they made this cut here, which is like a larger incision to replace or to repair what's called a slap tear, which is a labrum tear, which is part of the head of the bicep that wraps up and around the rotator cuff. That was torn, so they went in there to fix that. And then just about a week after that happened, I stumbled going up the steps and I reached for the handrail, and it literally tore my bicep muscle in half. So they went back in, they tried to go back into that same tear to grab it and pull it back up and tie it down. It didn't work. They had to go back in here and make a second cut, hook into that, and the muscle had torn between the muscle and the muscle, not muscle tendon. So they actually had to do what's called myodesis, which is muscle-to-muscle repair, and that's why it's got this funny look to it. They call it Popeye muscle because it makes the muscle pop out because it doesn't have the same attachments as what it did before. All indications is that at some point I should be as strong as I was. The muscle someday may look the way it used to look, but it's all about time. Like I said, this happened in August. It's now beginning, or I'm sorry, more towards the end of January. I'm still doing therapy 3 times a day. I can lift. I'm curling about 9 pounds now with this. I used to do a heck of a lot more. I used to do exercises, push-ups, and stuff like that every single day. I haven't really been able to do that since then. My strength is down considerably. My muscle definition and mass is down significantly. So hopefully I'll be able to get that back up. So I figured I'd throw that out there and just show you guys what's going on as a topic. As I used to ask you guys all the time, let me know what you guys want to talk about. I know there's lots of things out there. People have lots of things to talk about. So why don't you give me your things to talk about. So today, let's just talk about that. Let's talk about. I know there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of different things going on. I mean, we all have something happening with us, whether it's a physical illness. As you guys have heard me in my vlogs before, my mental illness issues that I deal with. Those have been kicking recently because of this, in a way, because this has really hampered me, which brings me down, which makes everything a little bit more difficult for me. But anyway, let me know what's going on with you guys. Sammy was in my video yesterday, as you guys know, and unfortunately Sammy had to go back down to our Cape May house to go further her educational and career choices. I will miss her. I know her mother will miss her. Regina will miss her. Dixie Pixie. I know she's going to miss her. But hopefully we'll be able to see her real soon. It's a shame, but we got to do what we got to do. Things are a little rough for us right now, and we're trying to make the best of it. Anyway, I just want to say, a shout out to everybody out there on the Blue Cruise. I hope you guys are really looking forward to the upcoming concert tour. It should be really a bunch of fun. Like I said yesterday, we don't have any plans right now to attend any of the shows, but we'll see what happens, and we'll do what we can to make that happen, if we can. Other than that, I want to also say to my best friend Rob and his wife Shauna, I want to congratulate them. It seems like it's the time for weddings and babies. There's a lot of that going on in the community. My best friend Rob and his wife are expecting their 2nd child now, and I want to give them congratulations and much happiness with that. Hopefully Regina and I will be out before too long to see you guys. And your son Jacob will be awaiting a little brother or sister, which is exciting, and I want to tell you how happy I am for you guys for that. As always, I love my friends and family out there. To Regina, I love you. To Samantha, we're going to miss you. To Bob out there, get better soon, buddy. To Cassie, put up with Bob because he needs it. And everybody else out there, have a great day. I hope you like this idea with the more produced videos. Let me know what you guys think. Help me out with some topics for the future vlogs. And as always, thanks for your love and support. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.